Welcome back, everybody. It might be international break for you guys, but I have been working very hard to get some features out for this weekend, and I am delighted to show you two massive improvements to the fixture feeds, to quick filters, and to the platform in general. The first, this is pretty big, XG in-game, live XG and live XG on target. You can now filter for that, so I can't wait to play with it this afternoon and all weekend, to be honest. 3 PM Saturday, I'm using that with a couple of these other rules filtered in as well. Home and away pressure, dangerous attacks, total goals equals 0, XG equals 1 or above. And you can also throw in the probability model and everything else. And speaking of filters, you might be looking at this button up here next to the Copilot button. And it is a trends button, and this is a way to access filters instantly. And those filters in here might change. There's 6 at the minute, and I know there'll be a lot of feedback this weekend, but I'll just show you what this does. It's easier if I just show you. If we click home wins, what that's going to do is go away and find all of the top home teams that are playing today, and it will present them in the fixture feed right away. So what we're going to do for this video is take a look at some of these games that come from this new feature. So we can filter for the probability model. First half goals, if you are a free user at OddAlerts, you can use first half goals. That is the one that you can test. And then when you see how awesome it is, you can subscribe and create any kind of filter that your mind can comprehend. Comprehend, was that the right word? Make up, believe, imagine. Now what's great about this as well is that you can also click edit. Let's say we want to edit this away wins filter. We can see the rules that make it up. And this is essentially what the trends page is looking at. 60% or more in terms of the win percentage, and then saw all of the games by that rule, the away win percentage. We can hit search for this, and it will go away, and we'll get some great away teams here, starting with South Melbourne and then Olympic, quite a few Australian teams. This is Friday as I record this. Paris women away from home. So we'll jump back to home wins and we'll press use, and you can see how quickly you can just fly between these different shortlists now. Really, really useful feature. This was a shower thought. I had this idea in the shower. The best thoughts come in the shower. So Red Star versus Nancy. Red Star have won, I think from the trends page, if I'm right, 11 out of 12. Yes, 11 out of 12, unbeaten at home so far. If we look at their results, they have not conceded a goal in 3 games. They've lost just once since the end of November. At home, they are unbeaten, as we saw. And the odds 1.57 at the minute, peaking 1.65. So, yeah, that would be one to look out for. You wouldn't necessarily bet against them, given that they are unbeaten at home, scored in 92% of games, and Nancy scoring in 67% of games, but they are 4th in the league, so that's an interesting one there. And the good thing, again, as I said about this, is that you can edit the filter at any time. If you see something when opening these quick filters that you don't like the look of, maybe it's the matches played. I just saw a team there that's played 9 games, so you could actually just go in and edit this, press 10 for that, and 10 for that one as well. And then maybe you actually want to bump this up to 70%. It's completely up to you. Just sort it again by the new value, and then we still get those games. We've excluded that game that we saw with 9 games played. And let's go in and pick another game here. In fact, let's do the old next 5 days trick and see what pops up for Saturday. So we've looked at a game for Friday. We get games for Saturday now. And this is just a really, really nice way to explore games, especially if you are a fan of the trends page, because you're going to be able to unlock a lot more functionality now in terms of setting alerts on any of the markets, doing a quick odds comparison, and of course viewing all that detailed stats data. You can save your predictions as well, and we will go in and do that for Red Star. Actually, we'll take a look, and we're going to get evens. So this is a negative value bet. The probability model giving this game implied odds of evens, even despite the score and the record for Red Star. So that one will be interesting to see, and that is a good points tally, isn't it? Working against the probability model there for the predictions game. If we can get that, let's see what happens in that game. Now what we'll do as well, we'll jump here to over 2.5 goals, and this doesn't use the trends page, this uses the probability model. And again, if you want to go in and edit it, you can see the rules that are being used. We'll just sort by the probability model. I don't think I set that up on the when I set up the template. It's quite nice. On my personal account, what I can do now is create any kind of filter and then just set it to featured, and then it will appear in here. So you know, the rules are very basic at the minute. It's just sorting all the games by a certain stat, but maybe in the future we can have more detailed filters in this section that people can access with backtesting results and stuff like that. So we're sorting by over 2.5 goals. Now again, what we can just do is add another rule that says, well, tell us if over 2.5 goals is 1.5 or more, and then we can see we get some games still sorting by the probability model. So if we hit 3 on the keyboard, we can see the odds here now. Over 2.5 goals, 1.5, 1.53, 1.7. So what I'll do is bump this up to 65% and hit search, and I'm going to share this shortlist, that was a tongue twister, in the description or the comments of this video, so you can check out these games. This is across the next 5 days, and we can see there's probably about 35 games there. Feel free to check them out. I will share this with you right now. Weekend over 2.5 goals. Again, check out all the games. I'm not saying put all these on again. I know there's some people on YouTube that just want a big massive bet slip. Every game is different basically, so go and check them out, and check the comments or the description for this link. And I hope you've enjoyed the demo of this new quick filters. It's going to be confusing, that, isn't it? But that's essentially what it is. This is a quick filter. You can create a filter quickly, and this is also a way to access filters. I'm trying to still think of a better name. The thing is, as I mentioned before, there's a new OddAlerts coming. So I have an idea for the new OddAlerts, and I don't want to exclude it from this one. So this idea, I thought it was too good to leave out of the fixture feed now, because it's very, very simple, really, in the way it works. Predefined set of filters, you can click on them, and it just saves you the time, energy, gets you to viewing the games quicker, and that is ultimately what it's all about. And I really like the idea of loading in the trends on the fixture feed versus the trends page. Don't get me wrong, the trends page is still great for setting those instant alerts, scanning, and just, you know, getting the data quickly, but I really do like this new feature. Let me know if you feel the same. Let me know what filters you would like to see on there, and hit like, hit subscribe, because we're trying to hit 10k. I'm trying to hit 10k. Hopefully we can do it this weekend. Until the next one.